Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Rowe. We're taking a look at intermediate algebra. This is part B. This is lesson 12. We're focusing on number 9. This is the work problem where you're trying to combine two things together and see what the total time is going to be. So let's take a look at what we got to do here. This is a similar example. So basically what we got here, Aaron's planning a 400-mile car trip. He's going to use two roads. One is a highway that he can drive 60 miles an hour on, and then there's a little country road where you can drive 45. Write an expression for the total time for the trip using both roads. So two things you got to know here. Number one, we've got the distance formula. Distance equals rate times time. But we're asked to find time. So how do we find time here? Well, we're going to divide both sides by rate. And so time will equal rate, time will equal distance divided by rate. So we're doing distance divided by rate. Now the total time, this is the other thing we got to know here. The total time will be a combination of the country road or so we got a highway and the country road. So how do we find the time for each one? Well, let's start with the highway. So the highway, you travel 60 miles an hour, and we're going to travel a distance of, we don't know, so we're going to say X. So for the highway, our time will be X, which is our distance, divided by our rate, which is 60 miles an hour. So that's the highway. For the country road, well, what's our distance on the country road? Well, the total distance is 400 miles. So the distance for the country road would be 400 minus the miles we drove on the highway, and our rate would be 45 miles an hour. So our time will be X over 60 plus 400 minus X divided by 45. And we've got to do a simplified expression here. So we're going to find a common denominator. Common denominator, if we look, if you're not sure, you pull out your calculators. So let's go 60 times 2. That's 120. 45 times 2 is 90. 60 times 3 is 180. I think we can get to 180 with 45 if we go 45 times 4. You see, 180 is going to be our common denominator. So we're going to turn this expression into something with common denominators of 180. Now, if you've been paying attention in this lesson, you've got to find equivalent fractions. So what do I multiply 60 by right here to get to 180? I'm going to multiply by 3. So I'm going to do the same thing to the numerator. So that's going to give me 3x. What am I going to multiply 45 by to get 180? Well, that's 4. So I have to multiply this entire expression by 4. Use distributive property. 4 times 400 is 1600. Minus 4 times x, which is 4x. And now I'm just going to, since our numerators are the same now, I'm just going to combine the numerators. So what's the right terms in the numerator? 3x minus 4x, which would be 1x, or just x. And then nothing goes with 1600. So I've got 1600 minus x, all divided by 180. Nothing else I can do. I can't simplify. So that's the final answer. So I hope this helps you with number 9 and lesson 12. If you're still struggling with it, please let me know in a teacher message or set up an appointment for a help session.